It's easy to stand on the touchline and criticise if you're not playing the game. I played the game.
Former Rangers owner Sir David Murray has come out and he has apologised to the fans for the part that he played in the financial calamity that befell the Ibrox club more than a decade ago. But is it too late for sorries, as Justin Bieber would say, and is his legacy and history at Rangers tainted? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. And Sir David Murray coming out with a new book. He has made an official apology to Rangers fans for his part in the financial downfall of the club. And we've got a little bit of audio that we'll play from his interview in a minute. But yeah, strange timing for Sir David Murray to come out when you got this Rangers takeover, the 49ers takeover. He came out and talked about how he ran the club, saying that he's proud of how he ran the club, saying that the titles that he won were all legitimate titles. They weren't tainted in any way, and he doesn't believe that his time at the club's tainted. He doesn't believe he done anything wrong in selling the club to Craig White, but he is sorry at how things went down and how things played out. He said that he regretted his decisions, some of his decisions at least, and he has said sorry to fans and club staff. He said, "Of course I'd apologise. I'm not one of those people who run a company and hide. It was a terrible moment, and I apologise to all the staff, good people, and I know many of them to this day. I'd hope in hindsight they look at all the facts and think I was put in a very difficult position." End of quote. So yeah, the whole thing with Rangers, it was one big mess. The EBTs, the big tax case, it led Rangers pretty much being liquidated down to League Two, and then they had to do a massive rebuild, and it's put them years behind Celtic, and maybe even more importantly, financially, it's put them behind Celtic, and it's put them behind Celtic in the trophy department as well. But anyway, let's see what Sir David Murray had to say.
I have apologised. Yeah, but also I did a lot of good things for the club. But if you want to remember the negative, that's their choice. How many plates can you spin? Now, the Rangers football fan, he doesn't care about my business, but the guy who had a joinery business in Fife or a haulage in Melrose, businesses went bust. The banks went bust. So nobody knew the extent of what was coming. And unfortunately, the trickle down affects Rangers. HMRC made us the target. The day I left Rangers to sell to Craig White, they'd ramped up the bill with extras fines to 75 million. We were going to be the example. When it all washed through, the amount finalised at 33 million. We could have handled that even with a bank crisis. If it had been 33 million, we would have got through it. You know why? Because there's more than 33 million of assets. The stadium, the players. But when you landed with 75 million, and then Craig White puts debt and debt, and then you're way over the 100 million. There's no way back. Craig White was a mistake. I'm prepared to admit that. But on the evidence of the money, what he was going to do, the legal documents, that seemed the only course of action at the time. But he made the amount, the HMRC, worse by not paying national insurance, not paying the VAT, not paying his bills, so it made it worse. I was disappointed for the fans, first of all. The people that I was close to worked at the club. I was disappointed for them because they'd worked with me for years, been very loyal to me. And all of a sudden, their jobs are at risk. Obviously, regrets, yes. Listen, everyone can be smart after events. In Scotland today, we've got so many keyboard warriors who are experts in everything, and they like to criticise. It's easy to stand on the touchline and criticise if you're not playing the game. I played the game.
Right, let's quickly hear what David Murray actually had to say about the 49ers and the future of the club.
They'll do it differently, and they'll be able to get away with it more. I wish them well, but I think it'll be a longer process, and I wonder how patient the fans will be. This is not going to happen overnight. This will be a slow build-up. The first 3 significant sales and the first 3 significant purchases will give you an idea of the direction of travel.
So there you have it, guys. Sir David Murray, he's apologised to Rangers. He said that he wished it went down differently, but just feels like he's making excuses. I mean, he may be apologising, but he doesn't seem to be taking any sort of accountability, you know, blaming it on banks closing down, banks getting in trouble, companies getting in trouble, talking about Craig White. It just seems like this guy is failing to take any blame for what happened. And like, if you're going to say sorry, then if it's a genuine apology, then shouldn't he at least, you know, hold his hands up and take partial blame? But he doesn't seem to be doing that for whatever reason. So yeah, very strange. He did say that he carried out due diligence when selling the club to Craig White. He said all the facts were in front of him and it looked like a good deal at the time, and that he wasn't to know what was going to happen. He thought Craig White had the money and he was going to take care of Rangers, and obviously that didn't happen. Then when it came to trying to pay less tax, he says that he didn't do anything illegal. And he went on to talk about footballers are getting paid too much, not just at Rangers, but everywhere. And he said that's like a problem in football. And then when asked about his trophies and the success that he had while at Rangers, was it somehow tainted or was it possibly considered cheating? He didn't think so. He said not at all. He said it was proven in the end that it wasn't an illegal tax scheme and that he done everything by the book and that he's proud of what he accomplished at Rangers. So definitely an interesting time for Sir David Murray to come out and make these statements. And when you look back at him, will he be remembered as a great figure at Rangers? Will he be remembered as a legend that brought Rangers some of their most successful periods and some of their most successful title hauls? Because he certainly did. You can't deny it. You can't say that he didn't sign some of the best players that Rangers have ever had. You can't say that he did not back the team and invest in the team and spend money. The trophies, he helped get the gap between Rangers and Celtic. He increased that. And then obviously in Europe, Rangers had some, good spells in Europe under, his ownership as well. So David Murray, he did do some good at Rangers, but ultimately you're almost defined by how you end something. It doesn't really matter whether you do something really good. If you're in a 10-year job, or if the first 9 years is great, but the last year's a disaster, then that tends to be what you're known for. And we see this with managers quite a lot. Sometimes it doesn't really matter how good you do initially or how good your run or ownership is for like 90%. If that final 10% is bad or it somehow has a negative effect on the other 90, then, you can quickly go from being a great figure, a respected figure, a legend, to being a guy that nobody wants at the club, to being one of the most disliked figures in the club's history. And it seems to be that's where most people are standing with on Sir David Murray. Some people have his back. Some people are proud of what he did and consider him to be a massive Rangers man. But we've seen others that, think that he pretty much sabotaged and ruined the club. So, yeah, I guess it depends on how you look at it. But let me know what you guys think down below. Where do you put David Murray? Is he a Rangers legend, or did the downfall of the club, the £1 sale to Craig White, the liquidation, the relegation down to League Two, has that outdone all of the good work that Sir David Murray did during his time as the owner of Glasgow Rangers Football Club? Let us know what you think down below, and we'll be back for another video soon. So yeah, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, peace.